There are 2 battle passes in Marvel Strike Force. How necessary is this? There are more bugs, more awesome compensation, and we're talking all about that and more in your Marvel Strike Force weekly news update. And if you're ready for all of that, I'm joined by Tony Scungili. So Tony, tell him what to do, my brother.
Strike first, strike pass, no purchase.
ValleyFlyin.
What is up, Valley Maniacs? I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel and your Marvel Strike Force weekly news update. This week, I am joined by my brother, Tony Scungili. How are you, Tony? Oh, you're hype. You look super hype, brother. Does this battle pass really excite you?
No, it doesn't.
We're going to talk all about that. Before we get to all that, I do want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of this video, LootCakes, where you could get some rewards for some money that you may be already spending in-game. Do you want to get rewarded for your in-game purchases? Well, LootCakes lets you do just that. The more you spend, the more rewards you get. And this applies to any purchase you make on any free-to-play game that's available on Android, iOS, and Steam. And hey, if you're not a big spender on games, you could still get rewards by joining an alliance on the LootCakes website, guys. And then you could get rewards for any purchase your alliance mates make. And what kind of rewards are we talking about? All of these behind me, guys, but my favorite is this one right here, that reward link card, because you could use that at a lot of different places, including Amazon and the Apple and Google Play stores. Now, LootCakes currently is only available to US residents, but anybody that signs up with the link down below is going to be automatically entered to win a $50 gift card from LootCakes, guys. Yeah, it's a really good program. I've been doing this for a while now, and if you want to start to earn some rewards for your purchases, guys, use that link down below and check it out. More bugs, multiple man looks like is available right now. We're going to discuss that as well. Datamines, rumors, and we're discussing Falcon and the Winter Soldier as well. So all of that is coming up. But I guess the big topic on everybody's mind right now, the thing we just introduced yesterday, Battle Pass, or I guess Strike Pass. We gotta differentiate between these two because they're two totally different things. What are your thoughts when you first saw this? And we will get to the bugs, but just on this initially, what were your thoughts when you first saw this?
You know how you could be overwhelmed?
Yes.
And you could be underwhelmed? Why can't we just be whelmed? Like, I was whelmed. I was like, cool.
Okay.
I saw it. I have 2 different accounts. I have a tier 1 and a tier 3 account. We Strike Pass 1, so I saw both of them and I went, look through the bottom, right? The first thing I did was look through the bottom and was like, cool, this is stuff that I'll get for doing, in theory, what I'm going to be doing anyway when I play the game.
Yes.
So yeah, okay, great. I don't have to do anything incredibly extra to accomplish these tiers.
Yeah. So
thank you. It looks, and they didn't remove any rewards that I've noticed. So I'm like, cool, more stuff for playing the game. Maybe I have to do a little bit more to get it, but that's fine. Like, that's a good deal.
Yes.
Then I looked at the top of the rewards and went, yeah, so it's 50 Silver Surfer shards. That's what my brain, like, oh yeah. So like don't get me wrong, I see the other gear up there. I just don't care. Like, and I know there's plenty of people that will care, and that's fine because they can buy the battle pass, but I have no intention of. I don't need that.
As far as the free version though, how I guess whelmed were you with the free version?
Oh, I like the free version.
Pretty exciting for you. Is this what you would
tier good?
Bottom tier good. That paid version though is the big question. Now, I've always associated like 100 cores worth $1. So just these cores alone, I equate that to $15 to $5, which means that it's $20 if you want to get the whole thing. So net cost for me, about $15. Do you think the rest of this stuff in here is worth $15? Just the silver shard for shards alone, possibly? Yeah. Would you buy this if you're close, or would you buy this right away, or wait to see if you're gonna get all of this stuff?
I will. First of all, there's only 56 tiers on this, not 100, so it's important to note that. And second, I think like you buy the battle pass when you get to the point Anyone, either one, you get to the point where the reward is worth the money. So like, I wouldn't buy it on day one. It doesn't matter. Like, honestly, go back to the beginning. The stuff that I get on the first like month, you know, the first week of the day, like of completion.
Yeah.
Like whatever, 4, what is that? Ability material orbs, like whatever. I don't need them because
I guess you're getting some from free as well. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't. It's same thing with the boat strike pass, like the Mojo RTA pass. Like I don't buy that until I get the rewards for whatever it would be. Like I don't plan. It doesn't matter that one day I'm going to. You know, like I buy it when I like get it.
One is worth
so that
free.
I could use those things. I don't. The items do nothing sitting in my resources. I need them. So like I'll buy them when I need them. That's it. For Surfer, yes, I will buy the battle pass for Surfer. Because that is the extra 50 Surfer. It's 50-50 if my math was right.
I think it is 50-50. Yeah, top and bottom.
Now the earlier battle passes, just to let you know, the Strike 1 pass has Black Widow and Hawkeye in it.
Okay.
In addition to Surfer.
Oh, okay.
In addition to Surfer.
That is really good for new players. Really good for new players.
That is actually a better, even if it wasn't, that model of the Strike 1 pass, which I'll put pictures up later for you.
Okay.
That model is amazing and would probably make me care a little bit more about the strike pass here. Ultimately, what I think is funny is if you took this and the RTA pass and switched them, I don't know why, but I would be much happier. Like I feel like
I know why, because there's better stuff in the RTA pass. There's not, other than Silver Surfer, there's not a lot of good stuff in here that I'm willing to spend money on.
But that's only half of it. I wouldn't mind if this version of the reward structure for this version of the pass was RTA. And I think it's because this is like generic improvement stuff for every player, which would incentivize people to do RTA, but wouldn't punish them for not doing RTA. Whereas I feel like right now the system is very punishing to players who don't play in the game mode that they might not like. As a matter of fact, most people I talk to are like, yeah, when I'm watching your stream, I'll just click auto on RTA for 30 minutes. And I'm like, dude, that's a job. You know, like that's a job for me. Like I can't play Valheim. I can't play a video game and then look down at my phone and click auto and RTA every 30 seconds or 3 minutes or 9 years, based on what's happening. Like it's boring. That's not fun. So like, I feel like if this was the reward structure of RTA, it would be still rewarding, but less punishing. Whereas the RTA reward structure is way better as like the Strike 3 pass.
Yeah.
Because it allows you as a player to like, okay, no, I'm going to play this game and get the resources that I need to progress in this game, not playing some game mode that doesn't actually help me with the rest of the game. That's my opinion.
I understand, but yeah, I was disappointed by these rewards. Honestly, I thought it would be better. I thought it'd be more similar to Battle Pass, giving more value. What do you think of the actual cost? Because $20 for one, $20 for the other. I mean, you could buy a whole game on a console for that. Do you think this is a value? I mean, on a monthly basis that we're getting all this stuff, or is it too expensive for a mobile game?
It's too expensive.
I don't think you're not going to get any argument from me there.
There's two different trains of thought, right? Like someone can look and say, well, the things that happen inside the pass are worth $20. And that might be true. Like I actually do believe that 50 Silver Surfer shards and like 1.5 billion elite orange gear orbs or whatever they give you.
Oh my goodness.
I believe
which suck, by the way. They don't even always drop the elite stuff. So
well, it sucks for us. You know, like there's plenty of players that like the benefit of those orbs is still high. But even then, but the point is you could say this is $20 worth of materials, but that's the value. Like this is valued at $20 worth of materials. The worth, that's where things are going to go all over the place. When a player is going to look at it and be like, yeah, I just don't want to give him $20 for this. You know, and that's what's happening with these double strike passes is the strike pass or the battle pass. When you look at games like Genshin, Dragon Champions, I think there's a couple of others I can name, like Pokemon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Madness. Like when you look at the battle passes for those games, like you see that they're so fundamentally different and they're so cheap. Like they're so cheap. They're like their point is it's a subscription service. You're paying for a subscription service. So you're modeled as like, hey, let's get $10 from everybody. Let's get $7. Let's get $15, somewhere in that range. And we're going to give away 800% of the value of what that would get you. Like insane, because it's supposed to sweeten the pot. What I've found about the Strike Pass and the Mojo Pass and whatever pass you want to talk about, they're going to add in the future, right? Whatever garbage they keep coming out with. What I found is that people just like, they feel like if they don't get it, they'll fall behind. They're not incentivizing people to buy it because the value is good. They're incentivizing people, or they're punishing people who don't get it because the value is good enough, if that makes sense. So this is what I see here. I think the free battle pass is great, just like I think the free strike pass is fine. If you want Surfer, buy the battle pass. Everything else you get is garbage. But this pass is going to be something that's based exclusively on who the character is, I believe.
I agree. Now, I think a lot of that value comes from you're not just getting this stuff. I mean, I guess if you wait till the end and you accomplish all this stuff, $20 for all this stuff, it's not that bad. But you're having to grind as well. It's not like you spend $20 and you get all this stuff right away. That I think would be a little more value. And it's like you said, it's a subscription. $40 for a subscription to play a mobile game, to stay competitive in a mobile game, does seem a little pricey compared to the pricing of other games and what you could get for your money in other games. So
it's way more than $40.
More than $40?
It's way more than $40, dude.
I mean, for the two passes, yeah. And this isn't and just if you buy the pass, which is broken right now, we're going to talk about that, doesn't even guarantee that you're going to get all the way because of the certain objectives, especially the one about ions, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. I think if you do all the normal stuff, it gets you about here. So you might have to make sure you're spending those ions or spend some cores to get to these last few. I mean, just because you're doing all your daily things, if you miss one, or you might not get all of this cool stuff, which is one of the issues here. Now, as far as the objectives, people were talking about the daily objectives, including some things like ions, which means that you're gonna have to upgrade your characters. Which, if you got some low-level characters, it doesn't cost a lot to fuse ions together, but at some point, we're gonna have our characters geared up, even our trash characters, just to hit these objectives. Is this a viable thing for people to be expecting as not people? Is this a viable thing for Scopely to be expecting us to be upgrading and fusing ions on a daily basis? My goodness, it seems like we're going to eventually run out of stuff.
I mean, how many ions you got in your Ravagers?
Nothing, but I'm wasting it.
How many ions you about to have?
Just to get these objectives. It does not seem. It's not. I'm not building my roster how I want. I'm building it just to fulfill the requirements of this pass, and that seems weird.
Okay, but just hear me out, and I agree.
Okay.
I'm not on the other page, but hear me out.
Okay.
Each garbage character and each new character is 5 days of ions, right? Because you could fuse one of each of the base ones and then move on to the next one.
Possibly, unless you want to play with that character right away, and then you got to do it all on day one. So yeah. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys, because I don't know if some of these objectives, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot of ways that you get it. Have you done the calculations yourself on this?
No, of course not. I'm waiting for Yuletide to do it.
Okay, cool.
I'm waiting for Yuletide or Verandius are gonna handle this. Like, I don't do the math.
They probably already did. They probably already did.
People do the math. Yeah, right.
All right, so issues right off the bat with this thing. People were expecting this maybe on April 1st. This is like an April Fool's type of thing, but boom, yes, as expected. Problem with Battle Pass. Please try again later. They took this down. If we go to the section on Reddit. So this was posted on Zeke's right after the Battle Pass was released because people were buying it, not being able to claim any of those premium rewards. And I still don't know if they could claim those premium rewards, but the response, nobody can buy the Battle Pass anymore. We're currently looking into an issue where some players are not able to unlock their premium rewards for Strike Battle Pass after purchasing the offer. We'll be taking down all the premium Strike Pass offers while we investigate the issues. We want to let you know once we have an update. Update. We are also aware of this issue and led to many purchases. We have identified the issue and are working on a resolution. The update is that they're working on it. Does this surprise you?
You know, I keep thinking one day you're going to drive by Scopely headquarters and it's going to be like, you know, those cartoons where they push the building down and it was all cardboard and nothing behind it. Like, they're going to be like, we fleeced them. You know, like, we finally made the money to pay back the mafia. Like, that's what this is. Because they're just like, put it out. Like, they...
Where is the quality control? We had a good weekend. I didn't experience any bugs during the weekend, but what's up with this quality control?
We had a good weekend.
Had a good weekend. It was like 2 days with no bugs, right?
1 year and 3 months ago, and I looked it up, we had the snap. Remember when like everybody was kicked out of their alliance?
Yes.
Do you remember like when everybody was kicked?
Half their alliance. Whatever.
Yeah, like everybody was kicked out of the alliance because they added that QOL auto kick feature and then never tested it. So like 80% of the community just like was kicked out of their alliance. 80%. Yeah. And then people were like I'm reminding people of that, or in like telling you if you didn't know that actually happened. Because if you hold this company to standards, you're the idiot, not them. Like, I just expect that they're going to release just absolute trash upon absolute trash. And then like they'll fix it one day. Like that's what I expect, because they've never shown any interest or growth in like not releasing trash. Like that's it.
Goodness.
But so am I shocked? No. Why would I be shocked that a project that they've been working on for conservatively 3 months, with a plan to release that they've had for also conservatively 3 months, with a system they've already had in place from the previous pass, why would I be shocked that it doesn't work?
Good point. I mean, the big question was, it wasn't what is this battle pass going to be? That was not the question I was hearing from everybody. Everybody in chat was asking, what kind of bugs are we going to get with this? What do you think is going to break? Is it going to be some random feature that was working previously, or what is going to break? And I think most of the community is expecting bugs with these releases. What can they do to solve these? What do you think? Or they don't care about solving because they're making enough money that like, they don't care. They're going to buy it anyway. Let's just release it.
Or they could change their name to Marvel Future Rev.
That would be really, really good, guys. And check out the video that we did a while ago. Last week. Very, very popular. I'm looking forward to that game. But yeah, I guess this is kind of, if you want to play this game, you got to expect bugs. And one day they'll be fixed and we'll get compensation for it.
Like, that's the joke. Like, you have to accept the fact that this game is developed by what can only be described as three monkeys in a trench coat. So like they're not going to be like, the game's going to be fun. There will be an egregious amount of bugs. They will cause serious problems, and you just have to accept that to play this game. Now, if you're capable of accepting that, like us, we are very clearly masochists and we enjoy the concept. Like, it's fun.
No.
But
I enjoy despite that. I don't enjoy that stuff. It's not fun.
Oh, so you're not also sitting on a bed of tax right now? Never mind.
Oh, is that what we're supposed to do to play this game? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So there was more issues that came, not just this bugs with this recent update yesterday. We also got this. I don't know what issue they were solving with this. Do you know what this was supposed to be for? Yeah, I don't know it either. We got this, and when I tried to open it, when everybody tried to open, I guess this is what happened. Boom! You got this weird debug screen with Wolverine, and I don't think I got the cores. I don't think I got these Wolverine shards. Did you? Were you paying attention to what was in your inventory when you claimed that yesterday? Okay, so you may have gotten it, may not have gotten it.
So just to take you through the entire story of how I open mail, it's. Yes. Claim next, claim next, claim next, nothing else by.
Okay.
Don't read it, don't care, doesn't matter. Compensation, I'm not even surprised if they're like compensation. I'm like, I'm sure they did something stupid, and then I take it and move on. So when this happened, I was like, what? And then I hit next and moved on. I was like, whatever, I don't care.
The compensation for the bug created a whole new bug. This was one I haven't seen before. This is a new one. Have you seen this one before?
No, the one that we saw was I forgot the name, but someone in my stream is gonna get really mad at me when they see this. It was like Sabretooth bug, but Sabretooth's name was like sub underscore like I don't remember, but it changed his name in the entire game until I restarted. So anytime I went to Sabretooth, his name was like sub underscore claw or something like that. It was very funny.
It's awesome. I hope somebody got a screenshot of that, or it was on stream and got a clip of that. But all right, I don't know if this was a bug, but you can buy Multiple Man right now in the game. His offer's not even in the game. Now, this is not the great Multiple Man offer. This is the one, 500 cores, and you get a bunch of characters. You get 1 to 2 shards on the side pillars, so you're gonna get Multiple Man shards, but there's a lot of other stuff in the orbs as well. Beast,
this orb's
Bishop,
awesome.
some good stuff.
Great.
This is good. Yeah, worth 500 cores though to try to unlock Multiple Man.
I mean, I don't know. For me, no.
Okay.
Let's be clear. This is a mistake. A Multiple Man's offer was supposed to be live, and it's not. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, this is not even his offer. This is for his event.
No, that's the point. This is the campaign. Why would they put the campaign orbs in place without releasing the offer? Someone's going to be like, it's because they're going to try to make the most money. Like, yeah, probably they could trick some whales into being like, look at this. I spent like $800. But like, no, I'm not giving him. This orb actually has good value in it. Like, look, there's stature. There's unlock characters. There's every mutant that matters. Baby. I mean, all right.
No, you're not as sad as I am about Yelena.
I am not. My 7-red star Yelena is fine. She leave her alone.
Cool.
But like this offer has like, this is a good orb for a campaign. But I'm not giving him 500
cores. For a campaign, it's a good orb.
500 cores for 2 Multiple Man shards and 6 cable shards. Thanks, I'll pass. Like, no, thank you, sir.
All right, so the tinfoil hat. All right, so Silver Surfer, we got an offer right after the thing. I'm thinking maybe Silver Surfer, we were supposed to get this strike pass earlier, and then we were supposed to get the Multiple Man event going very like maybe yesterday, and then everything got pushed back because of Silver Surfer, and they even pushed back. But maybe we were supposed to get his event going live yesterday. This is why this orb went live, but things got pushed back, and maybe they forgot to push the date on it. Possibly, I don't know. Let me know your comments, guys. I don't know if that's.
I suspect the strike pass is gonna run monthly. Like, I suspect they want to get the strike pass as close to, 1st to 30th they can. Just in general, which is why they probably didn't want to do it in February, because it would have been like, this is too much of a headache. So and they even made a post. Someone said that they made a post saying this battle pass was gonna run 1 extra day. That day would be
I thought it was
today.
I thought it was 1 extra hour. I thought it was an extra
Someone
hour.
said hour. I don't know. I'm okay. Honestly, comment below and call me an idiot. Whatever. Like, right. I don't know. Maybe it's going to run 1 extra hour, but they wanted to keep it as close to the month as possible because that's how people spend money. Like they by month, not by like thing that happens for the average person. And it's even crazier that the other pass doesn't, but that's not the same. Like, they link up and everything. So I think they wanted to keep the battle pass here, but I think that the Silver Surfer offer has kind of thrown off what they wanted to do with Multiple Man, because I think he wanted to be out on like Monday, Tuesday. Because
that's what it seems by
his
this
event
orb going
orbs
live.
went live. His event orbs went live, which means that's not an oopsie. That means that they have everything coded to do something, and they either didn't turn that off or accidentally turned it on.
That's what I'm thinking. It was supposed to be going live on this date, and things got switched for whatever reason. Maybe Silver Surfer, maybe not, but it still went live. They forgot to push it back. They forgot to change the date on this, is what I'm thinking.
Good. Make them work harder. They're making millions of dollars a month on idiots like us. Like, good. Work hard. I hope you guys are like worried about the code. Fix the problems. Go. Work harder.
All right. Well, yeah, I've fixed all the problems. There are a lot of problems with bugs and everything like that. But this is pretty good. This is going pretty good. This 3rd anniversary milestones. How are you doing on this? Where were you with your reaching your milestones? Are you almost done with this? Are you on pace? Are you gonna hit all the milestones?
My only goal was the 5-star Zemo.
So you're done. Are you done?
I just hit that. So now I'm just like collecting whatever else extra I can. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna blitz. Like, you can't make me anymore.
Even
you
for
can't
these?
Especially not for 9 of those. I'm not like do the math.
Well, eight to a total 18, but because there was some before, but yeah.
I'm not gonna blitz 8 times a day so I can get half of a completed Gear 15 item. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Congratulations,
maybe
man.
I'm the silly one because I am. I'm blitzing harder for this stuff,
fine.
guys. I want to get into I want to finish off my character's Dark Dimension Force.
I'm barely blitzing 8 times a day for the characters that come out in Blitz. You know what I mean?
New
I'm
characters.
definitely not. Yeah, exactly. I'm barely doing that, and I'm still doing it. You know, like, and that's just to save me a little bit of money, and that's all it is. This, I could care less.
Oh yes, my goodness. I love these. I love these. I'm on the opposite side of you. All right. But it's good to get other opinions. Like, that's cool. We also got, in addition to this, now this didn't have, we were supposed to be getting some gold in the gold promo credits in the login calendar. And I guess it got shifted back to this. We got it in this anniversary gift, and there's a few different things in here. We got the gold promo credits. We got 1.5 mega orbs. We got 333 of these training orbs. We got this as well. Jeff, I guess, is having a day off. Who may or may not be Agatha. I am not sure, but anyway. We got these. What did you think of this? Was this a nice surprise? Were you expecting something like this, or what are your thoughts when you saw this in your inbox? Thumbs up.
Thanks for the free stuff.
I liked it as well. I thought this was very good. This is a nice change. No bugs this weekend. We're getting cool stuff. This was a very good weekend for Marvel Strike Force. Too bad yesterday threw everything off. But anyway, other thing that people noticed. Nick Fury, look at this. He got gold shoulder pads. He's pointing. Is this going to be one of the first outfits? Or are you suspecting when you saw this? This is one of the first outfits we're going to see, because outfits did get teased in that early 2021 blog post.
I thought it was Iron Man is the first one we're going to see. I could be wrong.
Do you have actual information, or is this speculation on your part?
Let's call it speculation.
Okay. Awesome.
That's a good one.
I like that.
I thought Iron Man was the first legendary character specifically that we were going to see, but like, I guess Nick Fury does also kind of make sense. That looks cool. Like, I wouldn't go at, like, that costume isn't cool enough for me to change. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's a difference. If it was like David Hasselhoff Nick Fury, you know, I'd be like, yeah,
that'd be cool.
You know what I mean? Like the white dude with the gray hair. I'm like, yeah, give me that guy. Like, just because that's a different enough costume. Like, Nick Fury wearing gold shoulder pads, I don't care. Like, that's not.
I mean, you were so excited when we saw that initial info. Is it just because it's not Daredevil, Cyclops, and Captain Marvel that it's not as exciting, or what?
Well, it's like Nick Fury wearing gold shoulder pads is not the same as like a comic accurate change. Wait!
Not just that. Look at his eye patch. It's like gold lining around it as well. Come on now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Valley. I didn't notice. That changes everything.
Yeah, I know, right?
The gold lining on the eye patch. I was wrong. I apologize, everybody.
Awesome stuff.
Tony was wrong.
All right, let's. We got Nick. Speaking of Nick Fury, he's getting a little easier for new players to farm. He's getting Kree campaign, or the Kree are switching nodes. Kree Noble is replacing Hand Sorceress on Heroes 2.9. Kree Reaper is replacing Ravager Bruiser on Heroes 4.6. So very, very early game type of farm. So because he's permanent, makes it a lot more accessible for newer players. You mentioned that you had a newer account.
Yes.
How much has this benefited you? And are you going out of your way right now to unlock Nick Fury? Is this like a side project for you?
I'm actually tracking the Kree minions, but I'm not farming them. I'm seeing how long it takes through normal gameplay, like of like random orbs and events and whatever happens. I'm seeing like how long it takes to unlock the Kree characters at 2-star, because all of them are like 2-star unlocks. And so far I've almost unlocked 2 of them, like, because I'm not farming them. And you don't really have extra energy in a new account. Like you are farming specific things.
Gotcha.
I like Nick Fury, right? I think he's a good character. I think he will help your team. If you're free to play, you might get a little bit more value out of Nick Fury than some of the other options in there, but that's specific to free to play. I don't think the Kree minions are anywhere near good enough to carry you through cosmic lanes. I don't think the investment in 5 skill characters being Nick Fury and then 4 members of the Shield team is something you can really deal with too early in the game. Which is one of the reasons why all of the starting teams do tend to have multiple different character. Even if you look at the Defenders and the Guardians and the Wave 1 Avengers, there's like a couple bio, some tech, there's an equal mix of characters. It's really hard to work on 5 of one type of character and expect any results out of it. So I think Nick Fury, I'm happy that they made it easier because obviously they kind of had to. Yeah. But at the same time, like, I don't think Nick Fury is like, stop what you're doing and get him. Like, you will get him eventually the same way you get Iron Man. So I think that, like, when you're close, then you can maybe focus a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's not gonna break your bank, you know?
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know how valuable he is as a new player. I mean, he's a good character. You know, he's definitely fallen out of the meta, but I think at this point, just the way the meta is right now, I don't think it makes sense to go and specifically farm these Kree just to get Nick Fury. So I guess.
Well, the difference is Star-Lord is unlocked by the team you have to farm to get Star-Lord, and Nick Fury is unlocked by a garbage team that's sad.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of where the separation comes down. If like the Shield minions unlock Nick Fury, this would be a very different conversation.
Yeah,
like
that
your
was
reward for investing.
That was one of the big things in the beginning, early when Nick Fury was released. You got to farm a crap team, then you get Nick Fury, then you got to build up the actual team. So there's actually 2 teams that you have to build to make Nick Fury usable. And you know, I don't even know where people would use him right now at end game levels. So. Yeah, it's good. This is good.
He does have value early. He does have value early, but
early, yes.
It's like it's not more value early than the effort it takes to farm those idiots. So like if you're willing to spend money and they do a $20 100 shard Kree pack, like buy it. You know, that's a free Nick Fury. You know, like that's buy the garbage Kree, get a free Nick Fury, and then you can decide what you want to do with your roster at that point.
That might make a little more sense depending on the cost, if new players are spending money or not. Also, we got word that Doc Ock is back. This legendary event came back. Was it this week that it came back? I'm not sure because it. Actually, Doc Ock coming back. No. It doesn't show up on my account when these things come back, so I'm not sure when they come back. But he looks like Doc Ock is coming back. How valuable of a character is he? Should players still be going after him? I know Sinister Six is kind of falling out, but as far as standalone value, how valuable is he right now? Up, good. Where are you using him right now outside of war? Where are you using him outside of war?
Everywhere.
Arena, raids.
Everywhere. He's in arena. He's in any raid that I need a tech character for, which is every raid. He's like Doom raids. He's in Doom raids. Like I use him in
Dark
RTA.
Dimension.
I use him in Dark Dimension. Doc Ock slowly went from like, this character is a vanity character to he's my favorite character. He's one of the 3 characters I have at 5 ISO. Because I don't bring everybody to 5 ISO. I have enough, I just don't. So I have like Symbiote Spider-Man, right? I have Silver Surfer, and I have Doc Ock. I'm sorry, 4. I have a Sinister 2.
So do you know if the bug is still going on in War? For 5 ISO characters, the buff's not expiring. Because a lot of the bugs that they said that they were clearing up in 5.2, a lot of them still remain. But this is not one that...
they still remain. No, they didn't fix any of that.
Oh, okay, so that 5 ISO is really a nuisance in war because he's just going to keep getting healing.
It's not just 5 ISO because in Dark Dimension, I was doing the stream of Dark Dimension 4 and I cloned a Drax. And then my Drax had taunt and it said taunt equals 1. So he had taunt and then the opposing team attacked not Drax. Who had taunt. Like I was like, give me that Drax, and then it was like cool, and then he showed up and had taunt. It was like, he was very clear he had taunt, and we saw it, and then we all just kind of looked at it like, how did they punch? How did that happen? Like he still has taunt, and then the next 2 people attacked Drax. Like it was crazy. I was like,
you gotta love that quality.
Like
the quality
it's
controller.
there. And then like later on, I would see like death proof. I hit somebody with death proof and they died immediately, and I was like, but
My goodness. What?
that's not how death. What?
That was a bug that they specifically mentioned was being fixed in 5.2. There's a bunch of them that was like that. So I don't know. Hopefully they get their act together very, very soon. Okay, well, let's get away from all the bugs. Let's go to something good again. Let's talk about Doom's influence. It looks like it is permanent now. That was a big question because it was expiring this week. People were wondering what is going to happen. Are these characters going to remain on these nodes? Are they going back to their old nodes? But this is good. Captain Marvel, available pretty early on for newer players. Is Captain Marvel someone that newer players should go after? I mean, she's a great standalone character. I'm not sure what teams you'd be using her on. So is this something that people should be going after?
Kinda. I don't know. Like, I'm not farming her on my newer account. Like, I'm not farming her, but like if I happen to come across like an energy and I'm like, crap, I have to spend it. She's the end of Heroes. Hero 6, sorry. She's 6'9", so you can't like from up until level 70, you literally cannot progress past her, you know? So, and if you look at the Heroes characters, they kind of all suck in the early game. Like they might facilitate your growth in one direction or another, but none of them are amazing. So she's like the best of the early game farm.
But they'll get you Nick Fury.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Any other thoughts on this? I think this is good. I think the changes they made with Doom's influence was good, and
they were
now
never going to change it back. They were never going to change it back. Like that was never going to happen. Think of the bugs we get with stuff that they planned for. They would have been like, they'd have switched this back, and then every node would have been a Thor node, and we'd be confused for 9 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
No, this was never going to change. So I'm really happy that obviously this is happening, but it's not like a surprise. What I will say though is the farm ability and the unlocks for characters like Hawkeye and Mysterio is huge. Huge. The fact that now the second you start the game, you have access to all of the Sinister Six characters. Like literally within like a day of playing, you should be able to farm every member of the Sinister Six, or any member of the Sinister Six, I think is a little bit more accurate. And that will facilitate a decent team and some legendary characters that will help you along the way, you know? So I think like this is a great thing. It's a great change they made overall when they did it then. It's great that it's staying. Positives all around.
All right, I like it. I think this is a good thing, and we call out all the bad things, and we talk about so much. I do want to highlight some good things as well. I think
there's plenty of good things.
This is a good thing.
We don't
as well.
play a game that's everything's bad.
No, or we wouldn't play. We'd be playing something else. All right, we got my favorite. If it were released. Okay, my favorite event that happens. It only happens once a week, but it's happening this week. Chaos Theory. I wish it would happen more. That was the only thing that they didn't really address in from all the Save MSF movement. They didn't really address Red Stars at all. They addressed everything, but not this. So I'm glad when it returns. Do you have promo credits saved up? And if so, are you going to spend it on a certain character?
No.
Are you saving it for Silver Surfer possibly?
No.
You don't even seem excited about this. What the heck, Tony?
No, I spent nothing. You know where I spent all my promo credits? Do you know who got 150 and then immediately 100 gold promotion credits?
Who?
Dr. Octagonopus.
Okay.
Yeah, no regrets. Like also, I would definitely save up for Surfer, clearly, but obviously you don't buy red stars in a character you don't have. So if you're only gonna have a 3-star character, like don't try to buy 4 and 5 and wait, you know. So yeah, I like multiple man. I'm saving orbs for, but it's okay. So in general, it takes 45 days from a character's release, like from the time you could buy the character to them becoming accessible in red star orbs. That's just what we've tracked. As you noticed, Jubilee just went in at Moon Knight, not Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight also just went into the Red Star store. Yeah, and White Tiger just went in. So like it's 45 days after the character's like release that you gain access to that character's red star in general. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, but that's like a month and a half basically is how I do it. So I'm not worried today about the characters I'm pulling red stars on, because I don't know how many red stars I'm going to get on multiple man or Polaris, and I don't know how many I'm going to need on Multiple Man and Polaris. Obviously, I want 50, but I'm not going to open an Elite 6 on Multiple Man. You know what I mean? Like we'll wait for the next Legendary whenever that comes out, or like something else. So like maybe Surfer was a good time to pull for them just to see. So I when this event comes back, I'm happy because I do like the resources from it, but I'm kind of pissy every time this event comes back because it never allows me to do anything. Like this event, I never complete this event and I'm like, sweet, I can now buy something. I'm always like, sweet.
Now I can wait to buy something.
I can almost buy something maybe next month. Like I could, like, and it always lines up weird because it'll always be like they'll do some calendar. Like, how we got 33 gold promotion credits in the mail from the event. That was more beneficial to me because that immediately put me over the gold promotion credits I needed. And now I have like 20.
Now you can wait for it to pop up in the store, and hopefully it'll pop up.
So the problem is this event's going to add what, 21? I think you get 21 gold promotion credits every time this comes by.
Remember off the top of my head.
Correct me in the chat, I guess. But like I think it's like 21. So like, yay, I'm going to have 41. I need 100. I literally can't get any more. Maybe I'll get like 5 from something and 10 from something. So for me, it's like if it takes me forever, it doesn't excite me. It's now a grind. It's not a goal. So because it's a grind and I have to do things to get it, I went, okay, well, this is what I do. This is how long it takes. And this is just what it is. So I can't be excited about something. I get excited about things that are happening now or like really soon or like, ooh, something to do. I don't get excited about work. No one wakes up and goes like, sweet, I'm going to go milk a cow. Like, that's not their life. Like, you're just like, great, I'm going to go milk a cow so I can then do stuff I like to do. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha. All right.
I'm not mad. I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, and the other thing is, once you get the gold promotion credits, I mean, when I was looking to upgrade Symbiote Spider-Man, it took probably a month and a half for him to pop up in the store. So there's that issue as well. I guess that kind of diminishes some of the excitement, but when I have the promotion credits and I'm targeting characters, it's so exciting to open a game like, oh, is he there this time? No. Yeah. And doing that all the time is just, it's fun. It's fun sometimes the anticipation. All right. We got Winter Soldier as the login calendar and for April. And we got the TV show coming on, and I mean the TV show running. We had the second episode. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Do you think that this possibly means a rework, or is it kind of like we got with Scarlet Witch and Vision? Just here's some shards. She's not getting a rework. No real tie into the show, but here you go.
I mean, Winter Soldier so desperately needs a rework.
He had a rework. It wasn't a big one.
No, he got it. He got one of those, like, what are they called? They're called sidecars. I don't want to refer to them by their colloquial term in a motorcycle. Like, you got Zemo driving the motorcycle, and then you got like Crossbones and Winter Soldier and Hydra Grenadier who are in the back. Like, take us with you. He's like, let's get a war with nerds. Like, let's go. Like those guys do not contribute to the team.
Yes.
They don't contribute to the team in RTA. Like, if you have Zemo and those idiots, those guys are dead. And then Zemo's going to win the rest of the fight. So, like, yes, they got a rework. And no, none of them matter. So, Winter Soldier is going to need something to not be... He's literally useless. Like, he just takes up a slot. Like, basically, you put him.
Sad. He's supposed to be such a good. I wanted him to be such a good. I'm wearing this shirt. Come on.
Did you know his ult can be blocked? That's a QA issue, by the way. Just throwing it out there.
I don't even use him often enough to know that.
Yeah, I did it the other day. I attacked a Merc Riot Guard with his ultimate, which says this attack cannot be blocked. Yeah. And then the Merc Riot Guard was like, blocked. And I was like, wait a minute.
Oh my goodness, that probably has been there for a long time. Nobody really uses Merc Winter Soldier enough.
Exactly.
He's not even on a war attack team anymore. There's a Hydra 3.0. There's no need for 2.0.
Yeah, like that's the point. Like, he's so trash. He could have been bugged for 7 months, and we'd have been like,
could have been bugged since release. Yeah. All right, but he is though. I hope it comes along with a rework, and we're going to talk about some of the rumors for some upcoming characters, and hopefully there is some synergy. But I don't know. But before we get to that, let's talk about the Datamines. Now, Do you know where this came from? I saw this posted on Discord. The chat was talking about this, and do you know who did this data mine? I'm not sure the source of this.
I'm gonna say Zaratools,
okay,
but I have no evidence of that. I'm just going to assume that Zaratools did it.
I've been seeing multiple people post this around, and I don't know who the original source was, but and we got this, and we just talked about this as far as the data mine. This showed up yesterday. There's something about the Asian community, about violence escalating. I like that they're commenting on this. I was not aware of what was going on in the world when I was talking about this on chat. I'm like, why are they saying this? And then they were informing me of some of the violence going on. I appreciate that they're speaking out against that. She-Hulk looks she's gonna be available in the Blitz store. Seems like a very appropriate place for her. Are you expecting this today, April or March 31st, or next week? April, Wednesday. What is that, 6th or 7th? 6th. April 7th, it would be.
They'll do 7th. They're not going to be generous.
We've only gotten one character, but they're slowing down the releases, so I guess it's not the worst thing, but it seems like it. It's not every week. It's like every 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, but like they're still getting 3 a month. You know, like 3 in a month and a half or so. Yeah, like the patches only last about 45 days, and we still get 3 characters a patch. The Jubilee one was still 3, even though Jubilee was in it.
I was expecting multiple man last week, so seems like it's slow. Maybe it's
they're slowing down the releases, but all that matters is the end goal, right? Like, because if they don't release the character this month, but then they release Multiple Man and Polaris week after week, then it doesn't matter. Like, it just gave us time between Surfer and Multiple Man. So it really depends on how long. If this is a 2-month patch and they're releasing the characters slower, then yeah, that's fine. I get it. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think this patch ends in May. Like, I think May 1st is going to be the like the May 1st, 2nd, 3rd or something like that.
That's not that bad. We got another full month, that would mean, if it's like that.
Yeah, a month and a half, 45 days. Because the last patch went live on like the 15th.
Oh my goodness! My memory is all over the place.
45 days.
I'm glad you're here to remind me about this stuff. All right, Multiple Man. We already see his offer in game. You can get Multiple Man right now if you're willing to spend crazy amount of cores. But we have a date for his event. It looks like where does it say it? It's April 9th. It's right. I'm covering it. April 9th is what it says as far as the date for this event to go live. So I don't know when his actual offers be in game. The orbs for this event that looks like it's starting on April 9th, at least according to the data mine, looks like it is available now though. What are April 9th for Multiple Man and his event? Does that align with the timing that you think as far as this patch?
I wouldn't be surprised if by the time this video goes live on YouTube, his offer's in the game. I'm shocked it's not currently in. I'm convinced it's a bug. Like, I'm convinced that his offer should have been live yesterday, and they were just like, we don't know, we messed up. You know, like
they saw the battle pass and nobody was able to claim it. It's like, yeah, you can buy this, but there's no orb, so let's just take down the offer.
Yeah, they're like, where's Multiple Man offer? And they're like, some guy was eating, was like, whoa, whoa.
Oh yeah, Multiple Man. I
remember. You know.
All right. Yeah. So that's just as far as data mines. Let's move ahead and talk about rumors. So what do you? There's been some rumors. We'll talk about rumors first. Then we'll talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier, the TV series, and what it could possibly mean for Marvel Strike Force. But we've heard rumors, and Drew was talking about. I guess, I don't remember exactly what he said, but what I surmise from what he said, it looks like U.S. agent coming to Marvel Strike Force. Where do you think he ends up if this is the character that is coming in the next patch? We've had information that the Skeleton is getting reworked in. What is that? Is that multiple?
That's U.S. agent. It's a U.S. agent.
There he is, baby. We've had information that Skeletor is getting reworked in 5.3, so it kind of makes sense. He has a shield, kind of like Red Guardian, but we also have Zemo that's appearing in the movie as well. Oh, that's the difference. Nice.
Here's a better one.
Better.
I buy hero clicks for whatever characters I find out are coming out.
Okay. and you've had
Shock the Leaper.
You've had.
Spoilers.
who we've also seen in the MCU. But yes, what team do you think he's going to end up on?
Oh god, so it's so hard because he's obvious a skill character, right? Like, so he's a military skill character, so you want to say skill military, but at the which makes sense because they wouldn't rework the skill military team because they just sucked. They'd rework the skill military team because they sucked, and no one would buy US Agent if he worked on it. So I think that there's maybe some overlap.
You don't think they're trying to fix their Wakanda debacle and all the promises and just you think it has to do with the release?
I'm gonna keep chewing because I'm not gonna respond to that. Of course it does.
Okay.
Like, of course it does, dude. Like, there's no way. Like, they got your money. They fleeced you. What are you gonna do? Quit? You're not gonna quit. They got you. They sold you snake oil. They're not reworking this team because they're good or happy or want you to be happy. They're reworking this team because they're probably gonna sell you something else. Now, maybe they're not. Maybe US Agent has his own team with Bucky and Falcon and Zemo, which actually is starting to sound really cool right now.
That would be very cool. I would like that team.
Now I'm thinking of this team and I'm like, you know what?
Screw Skip.
I like this team. Well, I want speed up Zemo. Let's go.
There is some evidence for that. I mean, it's very loose evidence. It's not like it's very strong evidence, but we got Zemo recently farmable in the raid store, and we got a 5-star offer in that milestone, the thing that you were shooting for. So I think there's some loose possible synergy with Zemo being as far as a US Agent synergy, but I don't think it's as strong as the case for skill military. But I guess we will have to see. The other rumors, Heroes for Hire is kind of what I surmised. I thought that was kind of a interesting choice. So do you think this is where the defenders are going? All our homeless defenders, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, ending up on this new Heroes for Hire team? Yes.
Maybe not all of them.
Oh, okay.
Like, so you know how there's like 8 Guardians?
Yes.
I'm sorry, there's 8 Sinister Six. You know how there's like 6 Guardians and you could still only put a team together of 5 no matter what you do?
Yeah.
Do you remember how like they'll release characters in parts and parcels and then like the newer ones will matter more? So the Heroes for Hire, the Misty Knight and Colleen Wing part of it, that makes the most sense as far as like where this team is going to go. But if you kind of look at what the characters do, you'll notice that there might be a more modular version of the team because there might be a 3rd character coming within a period of time.
Okay.
You know, like US Agent feels like the odd man out and there's absolutely no world where he's going to be a hero for hire. So either there's a 4th hidden character that's coming out in this patch that nobody has heard of yet, or there's going to be more parts of this team. The only thing I know for a fact is that like we're not getting the 4th X Factor character for a while. Oh. That's the only thing I know for a fact. We're like X Factor is just the new Marauders in that like we're gonna deal with a team of 4 and then the 5th character is gonna come by and we're gonna be like, what? Amazing.
Interesting. So maybe not as much investment into X Factor, or still.
Oh no, absolutely not. They're still insane.
They're still insane. Even our 4-man team.
Like just take them into the they're a war win team. You know, like
yes.
Yeah, so like work on Longshot, Shatterstar, and Polaris, and Multiple Man is just present. Don't put them on defense, and then, you know, use them to beat a team. That's it. Like the same as Shadowlands. A little bit better than Shadowlands, a little bit more value than Shadowlands, but still the same as Shadowlands, you know? All
right. I'm excited to see where these potential new characters, these rumor characters, actually end up. Because
I'm so excited for a rework to the Defenders characters. Like honestly, they suck.
I hope it comes with a rework to Defenders. I mean, it doesn't. I don't know how they would sell these new characters if it doesn't. So
same way they reworked the other ones. They increase the stats. Like Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Jessica Jones need stat increases. Doesn't have to be a lot. But like Iron Fist needs a little bit more health, so his passive heal goes off more common. Luke Cage, I don't know, man. Like it's so funny because my Luke Cage is like 90k, accidentally. I'm sorry. Please understand. I didn't spend that much. That's just how it happened. Like, he got high red stars, and then I was like, all right, you know. So I give a 90K Luke Cage, and I'm like, cool. And he still is dying like all the time. Like, come on, man.
Is he dying from bleeds? Because there's a lot of characters that put bleeds on that I don't know if should be affecting Luke Cage.
Yeah, right. I have no idea, sir. All I know is I'll bring the defenders into like Gamma 3, and then I'll be like, all right, defenders, you got this. You're like 400K with Killmonger, and then they'll get slapped in the nugs.
Oh,
and
that's
I'll be
so
like,
fun.
what?
I love that.
Why?
all
$80K.
that investment for nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Any other thoughts about these rumors that we've recently heard, or are you ready to move on to Falcon and Winter Soldier?
I got nothing else to say unless you're asking me for something.
No, we'll talk after this stuff.
Okay.
Hey, but what do you think of this episode 2 of Falcon and Winter Soldier? And spoiler alert, guys, in case you haven't seen it, we are going to discuss the episode right now. So shut your ears if you're listening to this on podcast version, and mute the YouTube video until it changes scenes for if you don't want to hear anything about it. So thoughts on episode 2, brother.
Episode 2, I'm enjoying Falcon and Winter Soldier because I'm enjoying how they're making the Bucky Falcon dynamic work. I'm also enjoying the little bit of backstory we're getting, and we're like, oh, Bucky murdered a lot of people, and now he's sad, you know. And Falcon's like, oh, Falcon's family can't fish up crawdads in New Orleans, like, you know, like I feel all this sadness from the story, and I'm like, but I cared about these characters already. You don't need to like resell me on like, hey, you're supposed to care about these guys. I'm like, I do. I love them. They're awesome. Like, that's why I'm watching the show.
We've been through wars together.
Yeah.
Not literally, but figuratively. We've been through this stuff together.
We've been through an Infinity War with them. They were both snapped. So I like it. I just have one criticism of Marvel's releasing of these.
Well, this wasn't supposed to be their release timing.
Yeah, I feel like when people now talk to me about WandaVision, I'm like, oh, this is easy. You watch the first 3 episodes, right? And then you take a break. And then you watch the second 3 episodes, and then you take a break. And then you watch the third 3 episodes, and then you take a break. Because the story seems to be, because there's 9, I believe, total episodes. The story seems to be divided so well that and they're, by the way, they're like an hour. If you watch the first 3 episodes, it's like an hour of TV. Okay. So like, it just feels like they took a 4-hour show and stretched it with a little bit of editing to a 9-episode show. And that's kind of what I'm feeling in Falcon and Winter Soldier. And it's not critical. I don't feel like the self-contained of the episodes is hyping me that much for the next episode. I feel like the last 30 seconds of the episode is what's making me care more. So yes,
some big cliffhangers. Like the last
episode. Exactly. Like the story of the episode isn't making me be like, oh, I can't wait to see more about these Flag Smashers. Like, I could care less about the Flag Smashers. That's the problem. I don't care. I care more about like what they said, like US agent. We're gonna get Zemo. Yeah.
Zemo, US agent. That's what I care about. I do.
And US agent started off and we were like, oh, this is the US agent backstory episode. And we're like, okay, so he's a cool dude. And then like everything he does, he's like still a cool dude. Right? Like the entire episode, he's kind of like, hey, I'm doing my best. Right? And like we're like, oh, okay, cool.
Until the end,
like,
until that last scene,
right up to the end.
Right until there. Yeah, right until there.
And then he's like, stay out of my way. And I'm like, dude.
That was the first glimpse of bad that we saw.
Yeah, like, but why even give me the backstory that like what was that, a reveal?
Well, it's good character development, in my opinion. I think it's good.
I already hated
Shades of Grey.
Like, but it wasn't going to be hard for me to be like, I don't like New Cap. So like, I already wasn't like him. Why are you going to be like, no, let's trick you. He's a good guy. No, he's not. I'm like, all right, fine.
I gave him such good redeeming qualities, and yeah, he is trying his best. But yeah, and he got who is the Winter Soldier out of jail, so Yeah,
There's no doubt in my mind I'm gonna enjoy this show. I just have like a little bit of an issue with like the immersiveness of the show, and it comes from the way they're releasing it. I forgot about Falcon and Winter Soldier. Think about that for a minute. Oh. I straight up forgot and watched it on like Saturday afternoon. I was like, oh, I got a photo. Like, hey, do you want to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier? I'm like, oh yeah, that's a show. Yeah, let's watch that. And I'm not supposed to feel that way. You know, whereas like even with WandaVision, even I had that issue at the beginning. Once like episode 3, 4, 5 picked up. Once that picked up, I was like, no, I'm gonna watch it all the time. Here, I'm just the same. I'm the same way. I'm like, I could care less. Like,
well, I mean, WandaVision was very, very confusing for the first 3 episodes. Like, what is going on? Is this how the whole show is gonna be? And then it starts to tie into some other elements of the MCU. Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited. Every Friday, I'm excited. Wait, I want to watch this. Let me get my work done so we can go watch this as a family. I'm very excited. First thing I'm thinking about on Fridays. But as far as characters in this TV show, we got 2 new characters, Battlestar and I forget his name, Carl Lumbly's character, the old super soldier, Isaiah. Okay, and I guess Chat was telling me that his son is apparently a character as well, a superhero as well, the one that greeted him at the door. So, do you think any of these characters will be developed fully, and we'll see them in future MCU movies, or do you think this is, or any of these guys are they going to attach to the game? Marvel Strike Force, and one of these characters, we know US Agent is coming, or we know it's a solid rumor that he's coming. Any of these other characters you feel coming?
We suspect. We know we think he's coming.
We are very highly suspectful. So is that a word?
We are suspicious. Yes,
suspicious is a better word. That's probably the better word.
It's probably the actual word. Yes.
Yeah. It's good to use accuracy. All right.
No,
what are your thoughts on these characters? What are your thoughts on these characters?
I don't think any of them are strong enough to be entered into a game, but then again, we have America Chavez. So like, who knows, you know? I don't like US Agent actually does have a storyline. And we already, the thing is we already have Zemo, Falcon, Winter Soldier. The only characters that are coming into this show with a name of any relevance are like Sharon Carter. That's it. Like, she's coming into this show.
I forgot about Agent 13. We saw her in the pre. Yeah. I forgot all about her. Yeah, she's supposed to be coming in this as well.
So like the Flag Smashers, who are a bunch of super soldiered up pardon my French, teenagers.
I'm gonna have to beep that. We're gonna have to do that.
I'll just redo it.
That's okay. Yeah, Falcon it's and Winter Soldier. It's easier. Just keep going. It's easier for just to beep it. Keep going.
So yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier, like, there's characters that like no one's gonna care about. Like, they could release an entire army of minion Flag Smashers and we'd be like, no one cares. And then we'd find out that they unlock the next legendary. We'd be like, darn it.
Okay, gotcha. I guess.
You know, so like, there's no characters from Marvel Strike Force perspective or for any other game, Memcock, which you don't have to bleep because that's the name of the game, and Future Fight. Like, you can kind of look at those games too to get a little bit of idea of like what Disney and Marvel are telling the game companies to do, because there's a degree of when the company has control over who they release, and then there's the like, hey, we're doing a movie with so and so, you're also doing this. And then you got to do, which is why America Chavez showed up in like 7 games, which is why like everybody's going to end up with Blade soon. You know, these are things that like, these aren't speculation. These are things we know are going to happen. Let's see when they happen, kind of thing. But US Agent is supposed to be coming out now because it's happening everywhere else.
Rumor.
You say rumor.
It's a rumor to me. It's a rumor to me. It may not be a rumor.
Yeah, you say rumor.
It may not be a rumor.
Yeah, fine. You're right. The rumor is he is 100% definitely coming out. That is the rumor.
Gotcha.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Cool. All right. So, any final thoughts on this? I think we got a bunch of interesting characters in this. I am liking this series. It sounds like I'm liking this more than you, but I like it. Yeah.
I know I'm going to like it. I'm not happy with the pacing of it, but I care, like, more. The best part of that show, and I love it the most, is the Falcon/Winter Soldier banter. The buddy cop aspect of the show
fighting
is
with
what's
each other,
drawing me in. Yeah, that scene when they were with the therapist, I was like, this is amazing. let the characters be the characters, because the story hasn't grabbed me yet. I'm not gonna not watch it, but the story hasn't. I don't care. I don't care about US Agent. I don't care about the Flag Smashers. I don't care that they're super soldiers. I care about these two guys like buddy copping. I know that's going to change, but it hasn't happened yet. That's where I'm at with the show.
Yeah, I mean, WandaVision, it took a few episodes for me to really get into it. Like, oh, I got to. Yeah. So maybe they're pacing it like this as well. That is all I got as far as the news, brother. Any other thoughts? Anything to promote before you go?
No.
Okay, well, let everybody know where they can find you, my friend.
All right, today only. Today, the day you're watching this today, not like at some actual time, so I'm not going to give a date. Okay. You can find me behind you. No, I'm kidding. You can find me at tonyscungili.org. And then, of course, Tony Scungili steals your stuff.ru. These are the most important websites you can find. Yeah, the only place I could get it was .ru. Nice.
Cool. All right, well, that is it. All the links will be down below. Well, at least the ones that I get from you. Yeah, any other ones that you mentioned, if you don't send it to me, I'm not gonna put it on the description. So yes, all the links that you send me will be down below. Check him out, guys, and be careful. He might be right behind you.
I am.
I will see you guys next time. Check out some of the sponsors down below. Give me a hug fist bump before you go, Tony. There it is. And check out some of my other videos. All right, hug fist bump.